Hey gang, Coach Dave here. I'm looking at a different game here. This is a U16 Girls game, and one of the areas I'm going to focus on here is moving and staying connected as a team. Right, your three lines: your defensive line, your midfield line, your attacking line, and trying to stay together. And some of the key, the secrets to doing that are angled passes, backward and forward. Being patient and buying time for your players to be able to move up the field together with you. Vertical passes straight up the field, those disconnect players. So you want to look for angled forward and angled backward passes. So let's watch and see what happens. What you're going to see first is the white team is going to win the ball, play a nice angled backwards pass, and then they try a flat pass, gets cut out. And then I want you to watch the blue team as they do exactly what we're talking about. They execute it really well and it ends up in a goal. So let's go ahead and watch. They win the ball here. Now it's a flat pass, gets cut out. First pass is the overlapping runner, angled pass into the space, drops the angled pass here to the supporting midfielder, angled pass to the top left corner, 1v1, just like we like it. A cross, which isn't great, but then it's followed up and a goal. So let's watch again. Good tracking back by the striker, by the way, one of my favorite things to see. Angle, angled back, angled forward. Isolated 1v1, excellent. Okay, good. So let's break it down just a little bit more on first on the white team. Okay, so there's a throw in that they defend and they win the ball. Okay, here they go. Bad touch. All right, good. I like this. First touch, and a one-touch pass angled backwards. Okay. This player realizes her back's to the attacking half. There's a defender right on top. There's pressure. Let's get it out. Excellent work. Play the way they're facing. Okay, then player receives it. Really good job. Look at her body shape. Receives it across her body with her left foot so her hips can be open and facing the rest of the field. She has tons of options now. Really well done. Her eyes are up. Here, let's pause it here. Okay. This is not a bad pass, the one that she tries to make here. It's not a bad idea, this flat pass. However, she plays it kind of too flat, and the hardworking striker comes back and steals it. Let's talk about what her options are here. Option one, this is no problem, but she's got to play it up here into the space for this player to run onto. Okay, it avoids this player. Hopefully, a well-weighted pass at the right target should be great to get this cross. And then from here, I think this is a white player right here in the corner. This player should be coming back wide so that the next ball is played here. I have a feeling that if this ball had made it across, that this player would have looked for some kind of a vertical pass, because look, she's pinched in and her wide players are pinched into the middle. So she doesn't have a lot of options there. Okay. Now that's option one. Option two is taking the long way around. She gets it here. This player is tracking. Well, let's go ahead and play right here. Another angled backwards pass. Then this player, an angled pass here. As soon as the striker starts to pressure, this player moves this way. Now we have an angled pass forward. In those 3 or 4 passes, that buys about 5, 6, 7 seconds. In that time, the rest of these players, look at this bunch of players here. They're not in good shape. If they have 5, 6, 7 seconds, they can then redistribute themselves into the attacking zone in between defenders. Get it so that they can now move the ball forward in a nice passing pattern. If this player, and this player slow it down just a little bit. They don't do that, and they end up losing the ball. Now let's see what happens on the blue team, because I think they do a really nice job here. Okay, striker comes back to defend. Okay, now this is a flat pass. I realize that it's not an angled pass, but it works out well because what do they recognize immediately? What is all of this? Empty space, right? Where is the winger? Where is the left midfielder? Here, maybe off screen, up here. They were just, remember that player was tight into the middle and was probably looking for a vertical pass. Look at this space. Winger's out of position. Where is the left back? Look at the disconnect between these two players and these. I can't even draw a line that long. The outside back and the outside midfielder. Now, I'm assuming the outside midfielder is not here and I can't see her, but I think she's up here. Look at this disconnect in the space. That comes because these passes, it was a counterattack opportunity that the winger went for, but the left back stayed still. They stayed. This line just stayed right there. That, as you can see, that causes problems. So they attack the space right here. Let's watch what happens. Let's get rid of that. Okay, they attack the space. There's the winger tracking back right here. Now, this pass is a little fortuitous. This player could easily have cut it out, but it was a really great pass because look where the space is in front of the defenders and behind the number 6 here, the holding center midfielder. They play that angled forward pass. Let's look how many players they have up here right now. Right now, they just have this player, and this player that are really in the attack. When they play the angled ball, it gives this player time to start moving up the field. Now we know what happens next. This player very intelligently doesn't turn and force it, but recognizes, hey, let's get some people up the field. And look again, look, where is the tracking player? 30 yards away, okay? This player recognizes if she drops it here, this player recognizes if she plays it there. Now they're going to be 1v1 here in a dangerous place in the corner. This player is not going to track back, and they're going to be able to attack the area at will, okay? So watch what happens. Angled pass backwards to this player. Hips are facing this way. It's only ever going one place. Plays it out wide. The outside midfielder finally gets back, but not fast enough. It's 1v1 across and a goal. Now, I am going to complain a little bit about the blue team. Here, all the attacking players in this area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. As soon as they see her head go down and she's going to attack this space, these players need to bust it into the box, taking up good positions for that cross. Didn't really do that. If you watch, they kind of just wander around. Watch what happens. They wander, doesn't even run in the box, doesn't make a run into the 6, and just kind of watches the, right? So it's not great. Turns out okay for them, but it wasn't, they weren't good runs off of that cross. So let's watch it one more time without me stopping, and you just see how the play develops. Winger doesn't get back. Diagonal ball forward, diagonal ball back, gets this winger into position. She runs outside for space, turns it 1v1. These players are not crashing, but the ball gets into the box and scores. Okay, guys, here's the lesson. To connect, you must think of passing on angles forward and backwards, not vertical passes. You cut out vertical passes and cut out horizontal passes for the most part. Those angled passes allow people that 5 or 6 seconds they need to get back into position on the field, for the wingers to get wide and to be able to move up the field together as a team. All right,